We are live, baby. We are live. Live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Your boy Alex Real Tech is in the building. Did I say baby? We are live, man. Guys, I'm tired. Cheer, baby. We're in the building. So anyway, the title of the live stream says it all. Raw talk, mobile and technology. Chime. Because I said I was going to give you guys a follow up. You guys know that I broke that Chime card on the live stream. So, the biggest difference between paying $50 and getting the free version of the Chime card is because the Meta one gives you 1.5% unlimited on every category. So, I'm not waiting for categories no more. So that made sense why they charge $50. Because you got to remember, Chime doesn't charge you no late payment fees, no interest fees, and none of the above. So they got to be profitable in some way. So if they're going to give you truly unlimited 1.5% cash back, then they got to make it in a profitable way as a business and as people that invest in in their product, the stockholders and the shareholders, you know it makes sense, because I get 1.5% unlimited cash back on my Karna card, but I got to pay a $20 membership fee, which that is ridiculous. A $20 membership fee, that's just out of this world. So yeah. And then my PayPal credit card went from being a 3% unlimited cashback card to a 1.5% cash card, right? And what's the difference between the PayPal credit card and the Chime credit card, you might ask? That I got to pay the PayPal credit card back. So on the PayPal credit card, can they charge me late fees? Yes. Can they charge me interest? Yes. Do they charge me interest? Yes. Do they charge me a $60 late fee if I pay it late? Yes. You don't have all them charges with Chime. So that's why Chime charges you $50. Well, depending on your state tax, I paid 53.45, something like 52.45. And now I get a card that has unlimited 5% cash back on every category. I'm not choosing category. It's 1.5% unlimited on every purchase. And I think there's a 10% category that revolves, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. It's good to ask customer care. But the manager that I spoke to yesterday told me there is a category of 10% cash back. And you guys might be asking, what's up? What's up, Bobby? What's good, Joseph? You guys might be asking, how can I get the titanium card that I see Jason Momoa all over the commercials? One, you got to be a frequent user of your card, of your Chime card, of your regular Chime card to qualify for this metal one. Two, you also have to have a direct deposit of $200 or higher. Okay, so a $200 direct deposit or higher will get you this unlimited 1.5% cash back. Well, if you get the metal card, if you get the titanium one that Jason Momoa has been showing all over the place, yes. But if you don't get that one and you get the regular plastic one, hold on, guys, I'm taking all this. I'm sweating in this room with all this stuff that I got on because it's cold as crap outside. So anyway, back to what I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself by taking off my hoodie, which I should have done that before I started the live stream. Um, you know, with the metal titanium card from Chime, you're getting more benefits, so that's why you're paying the $50. You get what I'm saying? Like that card is usually promoted to new Chime customers that meet the requirements or existing customers that meet the requirements. So I don't want nobody calling Chime and flipping off. No, if you hardly use your Chime credit builder card, you're not going to qualify. If you don't have a direct deposit of at least $200 or higher, you're not going to qualify. So the Chime card, the new one, because I got it, I'll show it to you guys when I receive it in the mail. It's supposed to be here by September. I mean, sorry, by January something, but I could show you guys the digital version. I got both. This is what it looks like. This is the titanium version right here. Let me turn the camera on because I don't got the light on because I got a headache, guys. So it's kind of dark in the room. But I'm gonna let the camera autofocus so you guys can see it real good. There you go. This is the Chime titanium card. This thing gives me 1.5% cash back unlimited on everything without revolving categories. If you have the plastic one, then you got to choose they choose the categories for you. Right now it's shopping and everyday spends, but shopping doesn't qualify. Everything doesn't qualify for shopping. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to a restaurant, you're not going to get the 1.5% cash back. So it's just, the requirements are different. So that's why I decided to pay the 50 something dollars. Let me see how much I paid for that card. I know it was like 50 something dollars that I paid for it. Let me look at my Chime account, see my transactions, see exactly how much I paid for it. Okay, I paid for the metal card. Let me see. $53.31. So I spent $3.31 in taxes. Okay, that's how much I paid for my new metal Chime card. Oh, and thank you, Joseph. So I understand people thought that, I had more people watching. I understand that people thought I was going to be talking about mobile. No, I want to talk about other things too, man. This channel is called Raw Tech, not Raw Mobile Tech. That's why I didn't call it mobile tech. You feel me? These fintech companies have to do with tech, and that's what you guys need to understand. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm live streaming on T-Mobile Home Internet. I'm live streaming on T-Mobile Home Internet. So just today, I left you guys on a cliffhanger. I said I want to know what's the difference. You guys know I broke the plastic card, and now I don't care because I don't need it. I got the metal one. So the biggest difference between the Chime plastic card, whether it's plastic in black or plastic in green, is gonna be that um the titanium one, the one that Jason Momoa has been showing all over commercials, will give you 1.5% unlimited cash back, which is not bad. I already made $14 in cash back, and that was with the stupid revolving categories. Now that I don't have that, I'm gonna get even more cash back. For real. I'm getting a whole bunch of cash back when I pay my cable bill with it. So I'm not only gonna increase my what do you call that? My credit score, I'm also going to increase the amount of cash back that I get back because I use this card to buy everything. I just ordered DoorDash. I ate Taco Bell before I did this live stream. I was like, I ate McDonald's earlier, but I was like, I don't want to eat McDonald's again. I want some Taco Bell. Work at McDonald's every day. So yeah, guys, I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't work for McDonald's. I work at McDonald's. What are you talking about? The Chime card, broski. I just joined. Yeah, we're talking about the Chime card right now. The Chime card, the Chime titanium card that Jason Momoa's been promoting. That I'm pretty sure they gave him a couple of million. I think it was like one or two for them damn commercials. So they spent Chime, but they could afford to. Chime right now is worth more than a lot of banks. I'm not even joking. Chime's net worth is like ridiculous. It's like 250 billion, somewhere up there. I'm dead serious. It's like a lot. They're worth more than a lot of banks right now. They're at 250 billion, and I'm talking about Chime. Yes, Chime. Because a lot of people have been using Chime. Like I switched my girl from Capital One because Capital One's a piece of shit to Chime. I switched my daughter from Capital One to Chime, and I have gotten a lot of my family members to leave Capital One and go to Chime because right now, after what's up, OG Tech, after the acquisition of Capital One buying Discover, they ruined the Capital One debit card. It has Discover logo, and a lot of places here don't want to take Discover. They say Discover charges too much of a transaction fee. They're getting just as expensive as American Express. American Express is crazy. They charge like 85 cents for a transaction fee or a dollar right now. And that's why less and less people at the mall, all the mom and pop like little set, the food court at the mall that I be speed testing, and even in Pennsylvania, the one that I went to that T-Mobile was getting 2400 over 200. They stopped taking Discover. They stopped taking Discover. They said Discover is charging too much transaction fees for transaction fees. So that being said, Capital One bought them out. So now your Capital One, they sent everybody that has Capital One checking accounts the new Capital One card with not a MasterCard logo, a Discover logo. And a lot of merchants are now running to take it. And when I mean merchants, I mean, establishments. McDonald's takes everything, so it doesn't matter. But other places and Burger King and Wendy's and them, but I'm talking about like smaller franchises and stuff like that, like Philly cheesesteaks. They don't take Discover or American Express. The mom and pop like freaking um, pizza shops. They don't take Discover or American Express. I think even Little Caesars stopped taking American Express and Discover because you need to understand that when we make these purchases, there's a transaction fee that's being charged to that merchant, to that person, whether you're using your card online or using your card at a store. You get what I'm saying? So you guys are gonna learn this year in 2026 that your boy Alex Raw Tech loves everything tech, not just mobile. I like learning about different things, like what I'm talking about right now. The transaction fee. The ones that have the cheapest transaction fees are Discover. I mean, sorry, Mastercard and Visa. Mastercard and Visa only charge like 5 to 10 cents per transaction. So the merchant doesn't get mad. The mom and pop pizza shop, they're like, whatever. They charge us 10 cents, not 10 cents of each dollar, not 10%, 10 cents for each transaction. So it ends up being cheaper than American Express charging 85 cents and uh, Discover charging 50 cents. So that hurts them smaller brick and mortar locations, the mom and pop shops. So they stop taking that. So I say that to say this that I got my daughter and my girl off of Capital One and I moved them over to Chime. Chime messes with Visa. Visa's accepted everywhere. When you go overseas to another country, the majority of the time, American Express and Discover, they're not going to take it because of them transaction fees. Now, Visa, hell yeah, Visa's accepted everywhere, everywhere, just like MasterCard. Like they are the biggest two processing companies. They're the ones who process your transaction. It's not actually American Express. I mean, not actually Bank of America. It's not Chime. It's not none of these people. It's Visa and MasterCard. Because every time I'm going to use my card, let's say like on Temu, right? And I'm going to buy from, because Temu has different merchants. And I'm going to buy from one of these merchants. Visa sends me a code to my T-Mobile business line making sure that the my Visa signature from Bank of America, I'm the one making that purchase. It's not Banco. It doesn't say, "Oh, this needs to verify. This needs to be verified by Bank of America." It says this needs to be verified by Visa, and Mastercard does the same thing. So I think that's something that you guys need to learn about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know your stuff, so that way you don't look lost when they tell you, "Well, you can't use your American Express or Discover here." And you're like, what? Why? Because they charge a higher transaction fee. What you mean a transaction fee? I thought my transaction fee was, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. And a transaction fee is when you make a purchase. When I pay T-Mobile, right? When I pay T-Mobile with my Chime card, with my Visa signature, with my Visa World, because I got a Visa World MasterCard. I mean, I'm sorry, a Visa World credit card. With any one of these high-end credit cards, or even debit cards, they're going to charge a small amount for that transaction. You get what I'm saying? They're going to charge a small amount for that transaction. So they're going to charge The bank. So if I'm using Bank of America, they're gonna charge Bank of America 10 cents for me paying that bill there, paying T-Mobile. Now that I'm using Chime, they're gonna charge Chime 10 cents for me making that transaction. You get what I'm saying? So it's really important for you guys to know your stuff. It's not all about cell phones, guys. Because you can't tell me that everybody that watches me does not have a damn debit card. Yes, the hell you do. And it's really important for you guys to know what transpires in your debit card. You know what I'm saying? It's really important to know that if you're making a purchase and Visa or MasterCard sees that it's a purchase that you're not usually making and they ask you to verify, you don't call Bank of America or Chase or Wells Fargo or Chime or any one of these banks that have Visa or MasterCard and you start cursing out customer care. What the F, man? No, it's Visa. Want to make sure it's you. It's MasterCard that wants to make sure it's you. It's American Express that wants to know it's you. It's Discover that wants to know it's you. And I say them in particular because they do their own transactions. So in that situation, and the only two situations that it would be the bank making the decision of that transaction would be with American Express and Discover. Well, now Discover, aka piece of shit, Capital One. Okay. And that's the only curse word I'm going to say in this live stream. I despise Capital One. So now, they're the ones making the transaction. So they're the ones charging that transaction fee. You get what I'm saying? And I just think that's really important. I remember last year people were like, Alex, why you don't talk about credit cards and how to build your credit and do all this and do all that? I don't feel like making a separate channel for that, guys. I'll do a live stream here and there telling you, advising you of, credit decisions and what can help you improve your credit if you have no credit without, hurting your financial status and all that. You know what I'm saying? So the live stream says it all, man. I mean, we'll eventually get over to talking to mobile, but right now I'm going to talk about this. That's what this conversation is about. So, like to me, paying that $53 to Chime and that 45 cents was really worth it because now I'm going to get unlimited cash back on the Chime credit card. Unlimited 1.5 cash back. Unlimitedly. Unlimitedly. So I usually spend around 2,000 and something dollars with them. So let me see. I'm gonna have to get Google Gemini to do this because 1.5%, I can't do that. Let me see. Gemini, what is 1.5% times 2,375?
1.5% of 2,375 is 35.625.
Thank you. So I'm gonna make $35 a month using my Chime credit card because that's how much I spend on that card every month. What's up? What's up, little Mac and JTV? What's good, broski? So I'm gonna make $35 a month. So that card basically pays for itself. I pay 53, but I'm gonna make 35 dollars a month. So you see, I made a one time, and of course, if I lose it, then I'm gonna pay that $50 again, that $53 and some change. But I'm gonna make sure I don't lose it because I'm gonna be using Apple Pay. I use Apple Pay more than anything else, guys. That's what you guys need to understand. Apple and Google and Samsung Pay are the safest ways you can make transactions without getting schemed. I know you guys know about these schemers, these things that they put at the 7-Elevens and stuff like that. They put them on the gas station pump that make a copy of your credit card or debit card. And when you go check, you're like, damn, like I did. Remember recently that I told you guys? They took out $800 off out of my paycheck from Bank of America because they made a duplicate of my Bank of America Dallas Cowboys card. I told you guys. Now I don't use at 7-Eleven Apple Pay. If I don't have my phone, I'm not using my card. Simple as that. Not using my card. I'll come back home and go back. If I'm too tired, then I'm just not gonna get what I was gonna get at the store. Simple as that, man. It's really important for you guys to know this. This all has to do with technology. I know most of you guys are tired of being played. You're tired of being robbed. Well, the last time I used it was at 7-Eleven. Well, that guess what? That charge of $2.50 became a $955 charge at 7-Eleven because they had a schemer. Because that's what they're calling them, schemers. So you got to protect yourself from all that, man. And the best way to protect yourself from all that is you turn off the NFC on your phone. If you have the Moto G lineup, I don't care what Moto G from the Moto G 2025, the G Play, the G Power, what's the other one? The G Stylus, they all have NFC. NFC is contactless payment. What is contactless payment? This Apple Pay. Apple Pay has contactless payment. You see, I got all my credit cards here and my debit cards from Wells Fargo and everybody. Bank of America. You can see my Bank of America credit card, SoFi, GreenFi, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chime, OnePay, First Something Bank, Chime. I mean, sorry, Citizens Bank, PayPal, and Bank of America. This is the one they made a duplicate of. My Cowboys debit card. This is my new one. So I use this because it's really safe. That's why I'm so invested in the ecosystem of Apple. Every single one of my credit cards are in this phone. Every single one of my debit cards is in this phone. So I don't gotta worry about taking any one of my wallet. I don't have no reason to lose my wallet. And pretty soon, I heard that Apple's gonna have a new update where you can put your license, you could put your passport, you could put your ID, like your real ID, onto your phone, upload it right into your phone. So that way, if a company wants to verify it, you could use NFC, and you're in a different country or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, here we go. His picture just came out really big on a computer, just like if it was a payment. And that's coming pretty soon, guys. That technology is coming pretty soon, really, really pretty soon. Okay, so it's really important for you guys to know these things. Because I bet I know plenty of you guys have cursed out your bank thinking that it was the bank that blocked the transaction. The only time you will see that the bank blocks the transaction is if you receive a text message. Like when Bank of America texts me and says, Alex, this is outside, or Mr. Febres, this is outside your purchase, uh, your the way you manage your card and the way you use it. Is this you making this purchase? And I'll text back yes, and that's the fraud department. If you don't receive that and you see a message that's strictly from Visa, strictly from MasterCard, strictly from American Express and Discover, that's them that want that information. And that's what you guys need to understand. Seriously, that's what you guys need to understand. So let me narrate it down because I know people want to talk about tech. I did put mobile on here too because I'm going to talk about mobile. I am live streaming on T-Mobile right now. So the AC Go business is working great right now. I'm getting 255 over 76. So that's definitely enough internet to hold up a live stream on YouTube through StreamYard. So anyway, um, the biggest difference between the Chime plastic card that I broke on yesterday's live stream and the new one that's I'm gonna have to use like a box cutter, a lock cutter to break it because that's how strong that titanium card is. You ain't gonna be able to bend it and break it like I did with that plastic one. Is that you get unlimited cash back with no categories involved. So is it worth the $50? Yes, it was $50 well spent on my end because I'm gonna make around $40 a month off that card. So yeah, so it's a big savings. So let's say 35, it was 35.65, right? Yeah, 35.65 times 12. Boom, $427.80 I'm making cash back every year on the new titanium card that Jason Momoa has been promoting. So okay, so I gave Chime their almost 30 minutes of publicity, free publicity, which they don't need it, but I know they appreciate it. Now let's talk about mobile. A lot of people say we got cable companies right now taking shots at 5G from T-Mobile, and I got the screenshot to prove it. I was on Instagram earlier, and this new cable company was like, I'll show you right here, $50 for 1 gig, and it says more reliable than 5G internet than 5G. There you go. It's taking shots at T-Mobile. Read it and weep right here. $50 for 1 gig of fiber a month, and it says more reliable than 5G internet. And who's the biggest provider of home internet right now through cell phone? T-Mobile. Even Snead said it. T-Mobile, Snead gave T-Mobile the props. He said T-Mobile right now is doing a thing. They're running at full force. The standalone works 93 or 94. Yeah, it was like 93 or 94% of the time. Is running great, which it is. So you can't complain. T-Mobile is now a force to be reckoned with. So that's why I stay with T-Mobile, guys. I don't see myself technically going nowhere to no other carrier. That's serious. I don't see myself leaving business. Like I said, the only way I would leave business is if I couldn't afford to pay the bill anymore. Because T-Mobile business has been so nice to me. And I've been a real, you know, mean person to not curse again towards T-Mobile business in the past. But it was because, I hate being lied to. Don't say something if you can't go through and proceed with it. Make sure you ask your higher up if something could be done. Don't take it upon yourself to do something without knowing the outcome. But other than that, man, that was like back in 2022. So it's been 3 years of me not arguing with T-Mobile customer care and smooth sailing, to be completely honest. So it's been drama free between me and T-Mobile. It's been nothing but love, nothing but love. So T-Mobile home internet, live streaming on it right now. You don't see it hiccuping. You don't see me crashing. You don't see the live stream going down. So like I said, T-Mobile home internet is reliable. Now I would say that the biggest difference between T-Mobile for business home internet and Metro and regular postpaid internet is that with Metro home internet, you're going to get 1.2 terabytes. With T-Mobile regular home internet for postpaid customers, you're going to get 1.2 terabytes. With business, I get 2.2 terabytes, which is a lot. A lot. Guys, really think about it. 1.2 terabytes is a lot of freaking data. And if you're just going to use it to game, right, every day, that's enough gaming. If you're gonna use it to freaking stream every day, look, I've been trying to put the T-Mobile internet through the core, and I have only used freaking 200. Let me see. I think it's like 200 and something gigs. Let me see how many gigs I use now. And of course, I'm gonna screenshot it because it's gonna show sensitive information from my business account, and I don't need my business account number all over YouTube. Of course not. Let me see. I gotta bring up the brightness. Getting older sucks. Sometimes it's hard for me to see small print. 280.74 gigabytes. Okay. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Let me cover up some sensitive info right here. Okay. And this NCGO router, this is a 5G UC router. So it prefers 5G UC N41 over everything. N41 over everything. So yesterday, I hope the person didn't take it in a bad way, but they didn't know what they were really talking about. And that's why I say you should always do your research. You don't want to give people on YouTube the wrong information because he was saying that that T-Mobile that who was it? He said that Verizon and AT&T have more mid band rolled out than the T-Mobile, and that's a lie. That is a blatant lie. T-Mobile has way more mid band than than freaking AT&T and Verizon. They do. They've been rolling out longer, and that's why they got their standalone, like Snead said yesterday. T-Mobile has their standalone running on greatness. Seriously, running on greatness. Because this home internet, this is standalone. Well, I don't know if it's standalone. I can't, I would say I think it's standalone. But here we go. Here goes blah, 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 the Wi-Fi right here. See, it shows the NC Go 5G, and I have used 280 point. Let me bring down the brightness even more because it looks kind of like it's harder for the computer to like autofocus. There we go. 240. I'm sorry, 280.74 gigs used on the T-Mobile home internet. You know what I'm saying? On the T-Mobile home internet. So I'm live streaming on the T-Mobile home internet right now. Got my mic, my microphone connected to the computer. Cheer, baby. So, that's why I sound even better when I'm talking now. So I got my mic. Cheer, baby. So it's that other computer that didn't want to support the mic no more. This one supports it with no problem. But yeah, guys, so it's like I always say though, man, it's whatever carrier you like, whatever gets better service in your area. So, to me right now, overall T-Mobile's king. So that's why I got the 17 Pro through T-Mobile. I mean, you guys know that I did a Verizon business speed test. Jesus Christ, almost getting 4,000 down. So Verizon is right up there, man. To me, like I said, to me, the way it goes right now as it stands is T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. Verizon's not in number one spot no more. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? And I know some other people might disagree. They'll still say that Verizon is in the first place. But as it stands with truly standalone 5G, especially after all the stuff that Ookla did independently testing it, and that's why they say that T-Mobile has the best 5G network in the nation. Um, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, do I love Verizon? Yeah, Verizon gets great service, of course. I mean, you guys seen what I get? Almost 4,000 down. Almost 4,000 down. I was getting 3,865 down and like 450 up on millimeter wave ultra wideband. So yeah, it's great. The technology is amazing. Now, if you put high band versus T-Mobile, it's game over. Game over. Game over. High band is through the roof. But it's like Snead said, there's ways to tweak N41. I mean, you seen how tweaked it is in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, that I was getting 2,400 down, over 200 up. Like that is crazy. And that's mid band. I usually see 2,400 down on high band on millimeter wave. Remember, I'll get 2,500, 1,800, 1,500, depending on how the connection is with the millimeter wave. But to see it on mid band is mind blowing. You get what I'm saying? It's like something that you have to admire, because if it wasn't for Sprint and T-Mobile acquiring Sprint, then they wouldn't be in the position they are right now. They wouldn't be ahead of the game. T-Mobile would have been a thing of the past. I'm not gonna lie. T-Mobile would have fell off. T-Mobile USA would have never existed right now if it wasn't for the Sprint merger with T-Mobile. The N41 for T-Mobile was a major game changer. And it's like Sneeze said, Fortune 500 companies are actually getting now T-Mobile service. Before they would choose out of AT&T and T and Verizon for their service, for their companies. And now they're actually choosing um T-Mobile. No, OG Tech, you're getting confused, bro. The speed test that I did wasn't visible. Visible doesn't give me those speeds. That was standalone on Verizon Um, that was standalone on Verizon Business. You guys know that I have a Verizon Business line. I just don't like using it as much. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, one of my brothers let me get that line, and I don't, you know, if somebody gives me something, I don't want to abuse it. You get what I'm saying? I'll use it here and there, but I don't want to abuse it. So the Verizon business line you guys seen, amazing. Verizon business is great. I can honestly say it's great. It is definitely a game changer. But right now, like I said, T-Mobile with the competitiveness that they have. I mean, look at the new business plans and the perks that they have and all this other stuff. It's just the competition is like right there. And now T-Mobile rolling out T Fiber, T-Mobile Fiber, buying out cable companies that own fiber to roll it out as their own fiber. We have come a long way, guys. We have really come a long way. And like I said, when Elon Musk adds that 5G that he bought from Voos onto Starlink, it's gonna be out of this world. Imagine T satellite 5G, because that's what it's gonna say. It's gonna say T satellite 5G, the first carrier in history to have 5G on a satellite. Because I know Sneed reported that AT&T is thinking about doing that in the near future. Guess what? Elon Musk already has it. And who the hell does Elon Musk have the contract with? The Pink brand. So, which is going to be the first iPhone to carry T satellite 5G? The T Mobile iPhone. So, as much as I want to get an unlocked iPhone like I did this time, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the iPhone unlocked, because I would have to talk to Apple like I did this year, that every phone that they sell unlocked, whether you finance it with T-Mobile or Verizon or Boost or whoever the hell, it supports all the bands. I don't know if it's all the iPhones are going to support the T satellite 5G. I mean, the Starlink 5G. So if it's only a T-Mobile branded device, then I'm going to have to hey, wait the 36 months if I do the 36 months, or the 24 months to get the phone unlocked. But I am not gonna lose no opportunity on this channel to be one of the first people to speed test that Starlink 5G. I am not, because I know that them videos are gonna go hard. Them videos are gonna get thousands and thousands of views. T-Mobile T satellite 5G. Imagine that one. And the first the first phone to support T satellite 5G is gonna be the iPhone 18 Pro. Elon Musk and the CEO of freaking Apple already talked. Tim Cook. Tim Cook was like, "Yeah, we need this working." Like, yeah, so we're gonna put it. So I'm hoping it's on every iPhone, to be honest, because I really do want to buy another unlocked iPhone. But if it comes to push the cub shove, if I go to the Apple store or I call their care and they're like, "Yeah, we're sorry, it's only the T-Mobile branded ones, so you'll be stuck locked with it." Okay, then I'm gonna get a locked phone. But I am definitely gonna try out that damn T satellite 5G when it comes out. And and Elon Musk is planning to roll that out uh by before the end of this year or going into 2027, the latest. That T5G is going to be on there. So it's going to be called, T-Mobile is going to call it T Satellite 5G. So imagine you're going to be able to get 5G service in the middle of the Wasabi Desert. All right. You're going to be able to make a phone call if you get lost anywhere, anywhere in the woods. I could take the wrong turn, because trust me, New Jersey, they call it the Garden State for a reason. There's huge parks here. One time I got lost and I had to tell Siri, I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking with you guys. I told Siri how to give me directions to get out of the woods, and she was smart enough to do that. And I was terrified. I was seriously terrified. So in that situation, it'll be great, because in case of an emergency like that you get lost, you're bike riding in your trail and you get lost, and a bear chases you and you got to climb up a tree. That T satellite with 5G. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I'm on a tree. I got T-Mobile, so tap into the satellite and check my exact location. Okay, sir, we got you. We got you. There's a wild bear. Yeah, we'll send somebody to put him to sleep while we get you off that tree. No problem. Bye. So in situations like that, that's definitely game changing technology. You know what I'm saying? So at first, people were asking, what does Elon Musk want the 5G from Boost Mobile for? Why did he buy this from Boost Mobile? And the first thing that should have went through our brains, us tech heads, should have been like, he wants this shit to put it on the satellite because that's exactly what he bought it for. So it's gonna be Starlink 5G. So I'm pretty sure if right now with Starlink you're getting 100 gigs, 100 megs down. Sorry, not 100 gigs, 100 megs down. With that 5G, you'll be able to get like maybe 300 to 400 megs down, and maybe like 80 up. So that improves the 5G Starlink data. So that's what I'm saying. Like these things are really important, guys. And I'm just happy that I'm here to see this. That's serious. I'm happy. I give thanks to God that I'm still here. No, I lost a lot of friends during growing up and along the way. And we used to talk about when we was younger, my friends that died back in 2000. We used to say, "Yo, imagine a smartphone. Imagine what a smartphone is gonna be, with apps and MySpace on it and all this, Mi Gente and all this stuff that they didn't get to experience." And I get sentimental, seriously, because they died back in 2000, so they didn't get to be my age, and they didn't get to see technology evolve like I have. So I got to give things to God that I live in the hood, but I never got consumed by the hood, and that's why I'm still here. So saying that, it's a privilege for me. Thank you, Jesus, to still be here to see this. Seriously, to see Starlink 5G, to own so many iPhones, to see how computers evolved. Like, trust me, if you're not in your 30s, you don't know what I'm talking about, because dial up was like the worst thing ever, guys. Dial up. We didn't have fiber. We had AOL dial up. The computer sounded super loud. And then AOL Messenger. That's how we used to message each other. AOL Messenger. And that was back in like 95, 96. Shadow, shh. Be quiet, Shadow. Come here. Come here. Be quiet. Come on. I'm doing a live stream, broski. So, it was crazy. It was crazy. Dial up was insane. And then shh, the computers that we had, they were not even in color. They were in black and white, like in the old school movie that you see about the war, and they show them black screens with the white letters. That's how exactly how it looked like. Then in like Windows 93 was when you seen color on computers. That's when Apple Macintosh became really big, and we would have the bubble backs in middle school, like the bubble back computer of Apple, and it was in color. So trust me, I've been through everything. So it's a privilege to me to see all this technology be evolved. I used to have flip phones. I didn't have a smartphone. I had a flip phone. Like the Motor Razor, just like that, but with buttons, no touchscreen. Tick, 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 tick. Yo, I'm on my way. I'm on the bike. See you in 5 minutes. Are you home? Click, send. Then I gotta wait. Toot, 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 toot. And then if you send somebody a scripture, like if you were arguing with your girlfriend or arguing with your mom or your brother, the text messages came in pieces, not one whole text message. It was like it was crazy. So it's awesome to see technology so evolved, guys. Seriously, it's awesome. I'm happy to be here to see this. Seriously, happy to be here. I'm happy to have health and be here to see how technology has evolved. So I think it's freaking amazing. You're not worried about that one, Alex. I have a friend that passed away, bro, and they was what understand this technology we have now. I remember that. Oh yeah, bro. We went through the hard times in the 90s. That's why you 2000 babies like my daughter that's about to be 26, you guys are lucky. You guys had it good. Shit. You guys had it good. You guys had Windows 2000, 2001, Windows 2003, and so far all the way up to now. You guys had it good. We dealt with waiting 20 minutes for the damn computer to turn on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go make breakfast. Okay. Don't worry, this computer will still be here. And then the internet was so slow, it was crazy. You were limited to what you could do. It was crazy, guys. It's just like technology on phones. 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Technology has evolved. It's crazy to see these type of speeds on a cell phone. Seriously, we got to be fortunate. There's other countries that don't even have 5G that are still running on dinosaur speeds. Hold on. Your expectation. Your hold on, guys. Take a 5 to 10 minute AI. Bro, what? I don't have Karna Mobile, bro. Help us share your mobile plan. Get a chance to win $100. I'm not doing this right now, bro. I'm on the live stream. Leave me alone, Karna. Update disputes. Update to a Visa money. Okay. So yeah, guys. Sorry, I was reading these emails. So technology has revolved a long way, and we're fortunate to see it evolve. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely fortunate to see it evolve. And I clearly understand why John Prosser and other YouTubers do bleep when they curse on their videos. They edit it to say, maybe I need to learn how to do that. Because when you're so, like, I guess you can call that ghetto, and you curse a lot on your live stream and your videos, sponsorships don't like that. You want to look attractive to sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know they gotta know that you can hold your composure to sell the product that they want to give you for free, to be able to promote the product. So you can't promote the product if you're sitting here dropping F bombs and all this and not bleeping stuff out. So I used to wonder, 'cause I recently commented under this big streamer, I forgot his name. And he blurs his when he curses and stuff out of frustration. He bleeps, he burps. It just it sounds funny. Uh, it sounds like a blowhorn. And I asked him, "Why do you do that, bro?" And he said, "Why you think I still got sponsorships? Why you think you see me drinking Monster and have a Monster shirt on and all that? Monster doesn't want to hear their potential customers hearing me saying what the F and all these F bombs and be this and all that. So I understand you gotta be more marketable is what I'm trying to say. And in order to be more marketable, you gotta be more respectful and not curse as much. Or try not to curse at all. Like I'm trying. You guys know I used to curse a lot, and I only probably cursed 2 times during this whole live stream. And usually I would drop like 50 to 60 curse words. But I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change. I'm seriously trying to change because I would like to look attractive, like he said, to do some kind of promotion for anybody. I don't even care if it's Blue. Blue wants to reach out and talk to me, and we'll do a collab. And I put T-Mobile, Metro, well, not T-Mobile Business because that's staying on my phone, but put Metro on the phone that they're coming out with, or whatever the case may be. I'm down. I'm down with it. I'm down. Because I've been working this hard for a reason. Not for no reason. And I seen people that have way. I seen this guy that got a phone from a from a cell phone company. I don't remember if it was a Samsung A something, A716 or some shit like that. And he got it brand new from Samsung, and the guy only has like 8,000 subs. I'm sitting here with almost 54,000, and I'm not getting none of these brands coming to me because of all my profanity. So, no, if I want my channel to grow, I gotta change. You know, not change of being honest of my opinion. I mean, change with the whole perception of cursing all the damn time. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, right now we're at 53,742 subs. See, we're close to the 54,000 mark. So I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I know a lot of you guys are coming from my shorts and the videos that I make, and of course, me promoting myself. Like you see right there, Alex Raw Tech. You know what I'm saying? I promote myself with the hat that I'm wearing. So, sometimes if you're a smaller content creator, you should promote yourself. I mean, I need to be happy about a lot of things, man. Like, I'm serious. Like, people look at my channel that is 13 years old, right? It's about to be 14. And they think that I got all these subscribers over the last 13 or 14 years. And no. My oldest video that I posted on this channel is from 2012. But then I didn't post no more videos till 2021. So I've been live streaming and putting content on this video on this channel since 2022. So from 2022 to 2026 is 4 years, and in 4 years I have gotten almost 54,000 subscribers. So to me, I'm doing good. To be completely honest, I am doing good because some people been making videos and I'll go through their channel. I'm dead serious. I'll go, and I'm not downplaying nobody. I'm just being serious. I'll go through their videos and it'll show that they started their channel back in 2007, and they've been consistently posting videos and they got over 5,000 videos, and they only got like 5,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? And they've been consistent for more than a decade. Because from 2009 to 2019 is 10 years. And we're in 2026. So this person's had their freaking channel for like, what, 17 years. And in 17 years, even though they were consistent, they're sitting at like 5,000 subs. So that's what I'm telling you guys, that if I would have been sitting here and freaking making content when I was living in Ohio, when I was living in Philly, when I was living in Florida, when all these places that I lived during these years, these last 17 years, guys, I would have probably had 2 million subs on this channel. Not even joking. I probably would have had that amount. So you see, I'm gaining like 13,025 subscribers per year. To me, that's not bad. And I'm not greedy. To me, that's not bad. I don't have to sit here and get 100,000 subscribers. Some people just get that wave. Whether channel or grow out of this world. Seriously, some people just get that wave, and that's. But most of the people that get that wave, like I don't get mad. Like there was a guy that started posting in 2021, and now he has over 160,000 subscribers. But why does he have that many subscribers? Because he's never cursed. He's never been rude. He's always kept it like a clean suit and a white tie. That's it. And that's why he's gone and been so successful as he's been. And I congratulated him the other day. I'm like, damn, bro, we started it. He was like, yeah, Alex, I told you, man, it's all that cursing on your live streams. You know, that deters people. Some people that are looking for clean content and you're not giving it to them, that makes them not want to watch you or subscribe to your channel. But I believe that if you would have kept it clean like I have, you probably would have had more subscribers than I do. Probably would have been at 200,000. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You never know. Too late. Can't find out now. We all make mistakes. We're all human, guys. Nobody's perfect. The only perfect being in the world is God. That's it. Nobody else. And that's a fact. So with that being said, guys, like I said, thank you so much for the support. I can't wait to see what this Elon Musk 5G is gonna look like on Starlink 5G, baby. And I just can't wait to see what's gonna how it's gonna perform, how you guys on your internet with Starlink is gonna work and all that. Can't wait. Can't wait for that to become a reality. I'm not only that, bro. Like for a day for internet to work and good, because if you were on a phone that's goes, yeah, no, I mean, I like doing live streams on my phone, broski. I mean, but I feel like I'm engaging more when you guys get to see me, on the camera and stuff. I'm engaging more with you guys. So I think that's really important. Engagement with your subs and the people that support you is really important. That's why I give a lot of advice to a lot of new people that follow me on Snapchat, and they ask me, "Yo, you're a YouTuber, right? I see that hat says Alex Rawtech in your pictures," and I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And they show me, they're like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. I want to support." All right, no problem. So I like, giving them pointers. Like they'll be like, "Yo, what you think I should do?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think you should do this." You know what I'm saying? So I like giving out pointers because I think engagement is really important when it comes to content creation. And trying to get to the people that comment under your live stream or your videos as soon as possible is another thing, that you need to focus on, because it's really important for them to feel like you care about their opinion or what they wrote to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's really, really important. Doing good too. Thank you for asking. So it's like I said, it's just all depends. Like right now, you see, I had messages backed up. I had to reply to some messages. But overall, like I said, T-Mobile home internet definitely reliable. It's gonna go through a test on Sunday. Sunday, we're gonna get 14 inches of snow over here in the East Coast, in New Jersey, the Philadelphia area. So we're gonna get a quite bit of snow, more than a foot of snow. So we're gonna see how that's gonna be the real pressure to the T-Mobile home internet. We're gonna see how and I'm gonna definitely do a live stream on Sunday. I don't work on Monday. I go back to work on Tuesday. So definitely that's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, baby. But other than that, guys, my 1 hour is gonna be up. You know. So yeah, man. Like I said, man, what matters is, do you like your carrier? Does it meet your needs? And are you satisfied with the level of service they provide for you? That's really what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? So those are important things. And I can honestly say that T-Mobile meets all my requirements. Check, 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 check. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, homie? Oh yeah, and I also did the AT&T home internet speed test for you guys earlier at the Cricket store. I know you guys seen that on my shorts. I said, you know what? Let me make a shorts. I haven't made a shorts in a while, and that's exactly what I did. I'm trying to push Cricket to the limit, so I just been speed testing, speed testing, and speed testing, and speed testing, and speed testing. If I'm not mistaken, I should be almost at 100 gigabytes because I want to show people that Cricket is way better than their piece of crap. US Mobile. I despise US Mobile just as much as I despise Capital One Bank. See, we're getting 210, not bad. We're getting 210 right now over 25. And of course, it's peak times and people are going to be home. It's Friday. It's really cold outside. 210 over 25. And let me show you guys how much data I've used. How much data? Los datos telefónicos. That means cell phone data in Spanish. Does Verizon give you credit if somebody buys a of your Verizon link? Um, I'm pretty sure they. I don't know how it works, bro. Because like I said, to be completely honest with you guys, it's not my account. You guys know if it was my account, I'll have the Verizon app. I would show you guys everything like I do with everything else. It's one of my brothers from another mother's account that wanted to be nice, and he was like, "Yo, you want to try Verizon Business?" And I said, "Yeah," and that's why you don't see me using it all the time because it's basically it's like a gift, and when you got somebody else paying a whole bill and you're not contributing to that bill, then you have to be courteous. You have to be, how you say that? I know how to say it in Spanish, but I'm trying to translate it in English. You got to be self-conscious that you're not paying for that bill, so you got to limit your usage on that line. Is what I'm trying to say. In other words, so I would literally have to call him and be like, "Yo, you got a referral code, bro?" Because somebody on YouTube told me if there's a referral code, so they could use it. You know. So let me see right here. Oh yeah, I said I was going to show you guys the internet usage. There we go. I have used 86.60 gigs. Show you guys right now. There you go. See, 86.60 gigs of data used on the Supreme plan. See, 86.60 gigs. And Sneed just used 30 gigs on US Mobile and they put him in data prison. Sneed, switch over, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Switch over to, uh, what is it called? Switch over to Cricket, bro. Come to the Green Star Network. Because that's what I'm calling Cricket, the Green Star Network. Come over to the Green Star Network, broski. You won't be on data prison no more. Especially over there, bro. You hardly got anybody using it, bro. What? You'll be at over 400 all day, every day, bro. There's a tower down here in Jersey, so that's why Cricket is not going as fast as it usually does. Let me airplane mode it and then take it off of airplane mode. Get on airplane mode for a little bit. Does Verizon? Yeah, I think Verizon gives you referral codes. Oh, I don't know for business. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know for business because I don't even think T-Mobile. I don't know if T-Mobile issues referral codes for business on the business side. I know on the regular consumer side they do, but I don't know about you know. And guys, my referral code for Cricket, if you're interested in saving $25 on your second month for service, after 60 days of service, you get $25. You know, go to my community tab and tap on that referral code and get yourself $25 off your second month. And that's whether you have the select plan, which is 35 with auto pay. Without auto pay is 40. The smart plan, which is 50 without auto pay, 45 with auto pay, or the supreme plan, which is 60 and 55 with auto pay. So you're gonna get $25 off whichever plan on the second month. So here you go, guys. 213 over 31.5. You see? And I have used 86 gigs. So now let's go to fast.com because I know a lot of you guys like watching this, seeing what kind of speeds I'll get on fast.com with Cricket. So HD streaming at its finest, guys. HD streaming at its finest. There we go. 98. So you can watch anything with 98. Look, we're gonna play my 4K video that I put recently on my channel. I'm playing non-copyrighted music. Bum, bum, bum. So let's go to my channel. My Addicts Audio Tech channel, baby. Oh wow. People like speaker unboxings. So hold on. Here goes the video. I recorded it in 4K at I think 24 frames per second. Hold on. Here we go. It's giving me 1440p, so 2K. I know 4K is 2160, but it's giving me the highest it gives me is 1440p, as you guys can see right here. Quality 1440p. You see? And there goes the video. And it's playing it with no problems, no hiccups. You see? It's playing the video with no problems. I'm not gonna play the music because I don't know why I'm in a dispute right now with YouTube because they said I played copyrighted music on this video when I really didn't. I don't understand where the copyrighted music came from. But whatever. It is what it is. I like these subtitles that YouTube started playing. You see, I'm talking in the background and it's writing what I'm talking. But yeah, the video quality is at 1440p, as you guys can see right there. It says 1440p. So the Supreme plan, as long as you turn off the video manager off under settings on your account, you'll get up to 1440p, which is still good. I'm pretty sure if I force it on 4K, it'll play 4K. Watch, I'm gonna force it on 4K. Give me a second. I'm gonna force it on 4K. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna force the like Sneak did on his video, on that video that he made. He forced the video quality to 4K. So let me force it. Hold on. 2160. Look. And it's still playing. And I forced it on 2160. Mm. It's still playing with no problems. Look. Mm. Hold on. It still went back to. I clicked on 2160. There we go. See? It's 2160. It's on 4K. You see 2160. And the video's still playing with no hiccups. You can hear what I'm saying. Or that's probably the song, because I don't think I'm talking at this point. Is reading out the song to you guys. But you see, it's playing with no hiccups. And this is Cricket. When you turn off the data, the video management mode. See, and right there you can see it says 2160. 2160 is 4K, and it's playing it with no issues. Did I just pause the video? No, I didn't. See, it's playing with no problems. So you could get up to 4K out of the Supreme plan with these type of speeds. So there you go. Like I said, I like showing you guys video evidence of things. So that's what I'm talking about, baby. And I like the support over there because I already got like 100 views on that video of unboxing and sound testing that speaker. It's a nice little speaker. It's on sale. I usually go for 160. It's on sale for 80 bucks plus $10 off. I paid like 75. It's a monster speaker. So yeah, guys, now I'm gonna let you go. I'm tired. I got a headache. I don't know if I'm gonna go take a nap. Probably. For some reason, my throat's hurting, so I'm gonna take some vitamin C. That helps out a lot. But I want to say, take care. God bless and be safe. Thank you to all the new subs. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting. Make sure you show some love to my boy, Little Mac and JTV. He was in here. He's also a YouTuber. This is his channel right here. Um, you know, and subscribe to Steamboat Tech, Carlos S. Tech, Latrell Jennings. Who else? Tito Aloha. Hold on. No. He said Tito Escobar is his name in his channel. B Tech Reviews, Alex Raw Audio. That's my other channel. That's the channel we were just watching the speaker unboxing and sound test. So that's the Alex Raw Tech channel. I'm sorry, not Raw Tech. Yeah. No, Raw Audio. Not Raw Tech. Raw Audio. I lost it right there. I forgot. And here we go, guys. This is the channel right here. That's my Alex Raw Audio channel. See right there. Alex Raw Audio. So if you guys want to show some love, learn about Bluetooth speakers and all that, subscribe to that Alex Raw Audio channel. All I do there is like you see right here. It says Alex Raw Audio in the background. There you go. And you see the latest, Bluetooth speaker that I unboxed. And everything got 100 views, baby. 100 views. I'm trying to get my watch hours up on this channel. I think I'm almost there. Definitely almost there. I'm at 3,000. All I need is one more thousand watch hours and I'll be monetized on that channel. Yep. Definitely. Yep. So we're at definitely, let me see. Yep, we're at 2,265 watch hours. So yeah, so we're in the door, baby. We're in the door. So that's another thing, guys. That's another reason why I need to end this live stream because I forgot I'm gonna do a speaker review on that channel on another speaker. So I gotta play loud music and I gotta be considerate of my neighbor. She goes to sleep around 9 o'clock at night, and my videos on the speaker channel are usually about 32 minutes long. So I need to hurry up before 9 o'clock. So yeah, guys, take care. God bless and be safe. Subscribe to the channels I recommended, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. You already, guys, and thank you for watching. You guys been awesome. Take care. God bless and be safe. Always, guys. Deuces. Catch you guys tomorrow.